I'm gonna be editing some information on my laptop or my desktop and then sharing the video to Facebook for other viewers. So I'll be right back in just a minute. By right back, I mean I'm still here. I'm just gonna be preoccupied. Alright, and for Facebook.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. It's hard to imagine this not being a fun game to watch. It's the Saints going up against the Chargers. So with that, let's get right out to the stadium. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis have the call on this Week 4 matchup.
America's finest city on about as fine a Sunday afternoon as you're ever going to see. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New Orleans Saints and the San Diego Chargers. Hi, everybody. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we take a look at this Charger club entering play here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited. They're thinking that this could be their year.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Saints, they too were winners last time out, so something's got to give here.
I love it when both teams come in off of wins. Great mindsets, and it usually leads to a really well-played game.
And I'm going to go ahead and switch this to Super Sim. Sorry about the boring start here. Jump forward to the end of the game. And Week 4 is underway. We have ourselves a viewer. That's either Sean or Gavin.
A touchback is at Sales over the end line. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their veteran quarterback, the former Purdue
I believe the Chargers won this matchup in real life.
Prepares better during the week than Drew Brees does for a game.
Hey, Sean.
He's very meticulous in his preparation. Throwing the football, calling plays, in total sync with the offensive play call.
The Saints have the football first. Looking at some of the statistics, comparing us to the rest of the league. And our defense is elite, no doubt, but our offense has been lackluster.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender.
Gavin gets the first tackle of the game.
On this really nicely executed curl route.
I believe we're ranked 22nd in total offense right now. And I know we're ranked second to last in offensive touchdowns. We're tied for last place in terms of first downs by our offense. And that's what I was talking about the last couple of games about the big play and having to rely too much on that. We saw us kind of go away from that a little bit last game. I feel like our offense was a bit more consistent last game. Didn't turn the ball over, had a couple decent drives. Offensive line penalties have been killing our offense as well.
Now Brees throwing on second
and
down.
Brees hits his target. And Brees is looking good here early on.
And that's going to be a first down. Well done.
They downloaded a new commentary for Madden this week, so might be some new dialogue between the two commentators. We got 2 viewers.
When he has the
Good
hot
shit.
hand, you keep going back to him because
Welcome to the stream.
Confidence as the game goes on.
Fresh set of downs here.
See there, Tricky Troy. First one to line up. You know he's going to be beasting. And there's a false start on the offense. We got us 3 viewers now. Fantastic. Feel free to leave comments. I can see them. I got my laptop, my desktop going on. Get some discussions about the game or other shit. I'll talk about anything.
They go play action here on first
Try to keep it away from things like religion and politics. Oh my God! Did you see that catch? What a play!
Their big-bodied receiver. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Saints have taken the early lead.
I was just talking about our defense being elite going in. That was a rare mishap by Gavin on that defensive coverage. I think that was more just a great catch than anything, to be honest.
Is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage.
They're going to go ahead and kick the field goal
and turn it into a one-on-one route. Often against the safety, you like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Watching this on your big old TV, are you, Sean? And after 2 minutes, New Orleans is up by 7. It's a bad kick there. Collins going to take it, and he's going to get to the 35. Feel free to leave comments on the video, Sean. Makes it easier for me so I'm not staring down at my phone. And you see there, I've been average at best. I done goofed. Yeah, that's on you, Gavin. Not really. I mean, that was a hell of a catch. That was awesome. I love watching fake football. And that's offsides right there for sure.
Sometimes when you don't watch the football and make sure that it's snapped, you're watching the
difference between neutral zone infraction, encroachment, and offsides are all pretty minor. You know, things I haven't really caught on to too much. I think in order for it to be offsides, you had to make contact with the lineman. And Dylan's going to get the ball and get a couple yards for the first play of the drive. Dylan is averaging 4.9 yards per carry, which makes him one of the better running backs. To put that in perspective, let's go ahead and Google some statistics. Leading running backs from last season, or even this season, would probably be better. See yards per attempt. Oh, and Eric Thompson, I wasn't even looking. What a play. Take my eyes away from the screen for a second. And the big brother pulls up with a pretty good play from the sounds of things. Yeah, nice spin move. So, yards per attempt wise, Dylan's yards per carry would put him around the realm of DeMarco Murray, Eddie Lacy, Jordan Howard.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a play fake here on first down.
Plenty of time in the pocket after the play action. And I think there's going to be a holding call, and Jordan gets hit hard in the air. Holding on the offense. That's on Phil. I just messaged Phil the other day and said that he's probably the only offensive lineman that didn't have a penalty going into the week 4. So breaks his streak. 1st and 20. That's to Marshall Brown. Nice play. 9-yard pass to Marshall.
Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like
lots of time in the pocket. And that's to Jordan Pribble. Was it enough for the first down? Nah, we need 2 more yards.
And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
And that's my second target to Jordan.
Anyone can have in their offensive playbook.
Got one over to Rick and one to Marshall. You see there, Dylan Brown, no fumbles on the season. Let's knock on wood on that. We don't need more. We don't need any right now. And Dylan Brown gets the first down, and that's what we need. I said that going into this game, that we need a lot of first downs because we have not been doing very good in that aspect of the game.
3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward.
For such a little guy, Dylan's got that ability to kind of just put his head down and fight for a couple yards.
1st and 10 now. The play clock's running down.
Here we go.
Now a handoff here.
Dilly's going to go ahead and get 6 or 7 there.
His way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, He's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while,
nice picture, Sean. Play action, lots of time in the pocket again. And that's to Marshall. Please be on the defense. Marshall Brown hitting pay dirt.
So let's see what this is about.
And another offensive line penalty. This time on Dakota Colby. And that could be a drive killer. 2nd and 14. I mean, if I keep getting this kind of time in the pocket, it doesn't matter. And that's going to be 3rd and long, though. And we had a touchdown. The penalty brings it back, and they just keep doing that to us.
And here now, New Orleans defensive unit.
James Laurinaitis can do it all for any defense that he's on. Can rush the passer, tackles any guy who carries the football, and runs the defense as the signal.
I've been getting all sorts of time in the pocket.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
3rd and 11. And I thought Marshall had his first touchdown of the season.
Play clock winding down. He'll look to throw.
Plenty of time in the pocket again. And that was to Cody Putney, but he can't hold on to it.
Safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now
and we're going to have to settle for 3.
Pretty nice coverage there, but
we should be easily in Damian Johnson's range.
They've got it all. Speed,
he's been a monster with that leg.
A little bit questionable.
Here we go.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through.
An easy 3. Should have been 6. Dakota goofed there, and yeah. Sorry, Marshall. Tried giving you your first touchdown.
Sometimes you just got to take the 3 and move on. Always better than nothing.
Here's the kick.
And off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense.
I need a beverage.
They exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back.
Let's see if our defense can stop them this time. They pretty much walked all over us last time around. Talon Bahey with a sack. Sheriff Biggs Gallon putting him down in lockup.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles,
I believe that's Talon's first ever sack.
In this case, the left cornerback right in the face of him puts him down.
We bring the blitz, which is something we usually don't do with our corners. And it works to perfection there. And if he didn't get him, Juicy was ready to hit him hard. That's how you respond to a touchdown drive right there. A heavy hitting sack. And it looks like Sean's going to be on the tackle there.
Call it a gain of 13 yards on the play. And all of a
3rd and 5. That's either a draw play or a pass. And Sean's got 2 tackles early on here.
Because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew.
And again, if Sean doesn't wrap him up there, Devin Yoakum was diving right in for a hard hit.
Secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't it?
I think he knew right away that he.
And he's hit as he throws out of bounds. That's going to be a 3 and out. I'll take that. No idea who hit him, but they put a lick on Drew Brees right there. That's for sure.
I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put
not a good punt at all.
That's only going to help your
and Colin catches it and spins immediately, but doesn't do any damage.
A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on.
And we have good field position.
It'll be Charger football here as they take
if we don't commit the stupid penalties, we could get 6.
And last time able to get 3.
It's been a curse on our offense this year.
But they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal.
See Marshall in the backfield with Dilly, the Brown Bros and me. trio we saw a lot of growing up. And I'm 5 for 6 early on. I'll take that. I mean, only 40 yards, but and a lot of those. But that's how you move the chains. You dip and duck. I've been getting a lot of time in the pocket. No pressure in this defense. And there's an exception as I get hit. And I jinxed myself, man. I jinxed myself. 3rd and 19. We're on the 38 going the opposite direction. We had good field position, and that's over now.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offense.
Looks like Marshall might have been open here, but I just didn't have any time to even move. I pretty much was hit as soon as I dropped back in that pocket.
A big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd.
Here we go. Definitely a passing situation here. And I have some time here. And that's going to be a pass to Marshall. Oh, that was to Steve. I saw the 2. My bad. Saw the 2 and I thought it said 12, but it was 22.
So many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball,
either way, he doesn't complete it, and we're going to have to punt it.
On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
I think Steve was just looking to fight for some yards as soon as he catches it.
As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
It's amazing how those game mechanics work, you know, like if your player chooses to run after he catches it, and wow. What a hell of a kick. Too bad that's not good.
For a touchback. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back on.
But no, as I was saying, the game's mechanics work beautifully with that. Like, you can have player tendencies, like they'll try to run before they catch it, and that causes them to bobble the ball or drop it a lot, you know, and obviously I have that trait on Steve because that's what he was trying to do there. And Brock Kutsa hits the running back in the backfield. Brock has been a great rusher in that linebacker spot. Seems to always be in the backfield. He's got that quick first step.
Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
You know, we kind of got a little bit of thunder and lightning there. We got Brock, who's that quick first step off the edge for the linebacker over there in the bottom half. And that's a fumble. And Gavin recovers it. And Gavin seems to always be around whenever there's a big play on defense. And we'll take that field position.
Let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all,
Let's see if they keep the... I think that's definitely a fumble. I don't think there's any way that gets overturned. I mean, Dave Canone just put a shoulder right into him, and that was it.
And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to
here we go.
They haven't gone before.
If we don't come up with at least 3 here, it's a failure. Hell, I'd say if we don't get a touchdown, I'd consider that a failure. Dilly gets 3 or 4 there.
One of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2, and that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about
Marshall out there in the slot. Oh, pop. That's going to Eric Thompson. That's a first down. We are right there, man. 3rd reception already for Eric. He's primed to have a big game. He's our leading receiver, and it's not even really close. I think he's got a nice 9 reception lead on Dylan. And then Dylan's got maybe a 2 reception lead on Marshall.
That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Do we pass here? Do we run it? We're going to pass it. And
yeah. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact
what up, Pop?
Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Try it again. think it's risky to run this close because they're just going to be blitzing hard. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Dylan's been struggling today.
He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness.
And then now it's definitely a passing situation.
Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves.
I think we got to get it to Marshall here.
I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might
but it goes to Eric,
He dropped it.
who had it, but gets hit and drops it. And wow, what a heartbreaker that drive was.
All the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it in the end zone. A big.
And he had it too. He just we're lucky that wasn't intercepted.
So now for the second time already
but
here in this quarter,
ultimately,
the field goal unit.
It's going to be a 1-point game here because there's no way Damien's missing this.
And his kick is right there. Yep. It's good. And they'll get it back.
Damien's one of the best kickers in the league, if you ask me.
So they recover the fumble but could not take advantage of the short field. They do get 3.
In case you're wondering the story behind Damien becoming the kicker, I gave him that position because, well, in our fantasy league, he wanted to be the taco of the league. And if you don't know who Taco is, you've never seen the league. If you haven't seen the league, I suggest you do such because it's on Netflix and it's hilarious. But anyways, in our fantasy football league, he is Taco, and Taco is played by John LaJoie. He kind of plays like a stoner idiot who likes to have a lot of kickers on his team. So Damien wanted to be the Taco of the league, so he became our kicker because he drafted 3 kickers, I think, in our fantasy league. And Colton hits him as he throws it. That was almost intercepted.
Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete. And the big meat on the D
yeah, I did too, Sean. Heartbreak City, dude. I tell you what.
These guys, they come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Trying to figure out who the third viewer is. I know Sean's watching. I know Gavin's watching. But it says I have 3 watching right now.
They'll come out in the pistol. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10.
And Sean hits him as soon as he catches it. The Breeze is getting a little bit of time in the pocket there and finds his receiver.
You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him,
they're going to run it, and their running game has done nothing. Colton and Devin just smacking them at the line of scrimmage. And this will be the last play of the first quarter. Pretty quick first quarter. False start on 64.
They know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd. They come up with 1 back. That's
Watch out for Hayden Klein up there at the top of the screen. He looks poised. He gets locked up. But Colton smacks him around at the line of scrimmage. See Devin jumping on too. And Colton looking very impressive at the nose tackle position today. And I thought we had 2 touchdowns so far today. I thought the catch by Eric was going to be a touchdown, and Marshall had a touchdown that got brought back because of a penalty. So our offense has been doing good. We just been getting shit luck. That's really all it has to do. I mean, what are the odds that we get a holding call on that play, and what are the odds that Rick drops that when he has it in his hands? Play action, and he gets hit by Curtis Smithers. Nice play for Curtis there.
Second sack of his young NFL career. Well, they went with a nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down.
I thought Brees was going to have time in the pocket at first, but didn't make it too far. They're going to punt it.
Now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one.
Collin takes it. And that's going to be a face mask for sure. You can't do that. That's going to give us some decent field position again. We're going to get third drive in a row we've gotten great field position. Too bad we only got 3 points to show for any of them. If I'm us, I think we just stick with the passing game because I think that's been working a lot better than a run game so far. And then Dylan goes and busts off that 7-yard run.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Did I just say that they only have 2 rushing yards? And Zach Kimball gets it, and he fights his way for a first down. And that's what he's there for. Fullback is really not utilized in the modern NFL, but Zach's a pretty damn good one.
That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch him by surprise.
Now let's go. Play clock winding down. Gonna give this time to the tail.
Dilly gets another 5 or 6.
Tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little game.
Dylan's trying to make me eat my words from last drive when I said that the run game wasn't working. I said that this drive too.
But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them.
I love this set when I have both of those guys in the backfield with me. That's to Steve. Steven Lunan takes it for 44 yards. Awesome.
A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown.
Let's watch this one more time. Steve just takes that out route. Open field straight ahead. Doesn't even get challenged on the way up there. Just a beautiful route. And give me credit for having the arm to get it there in time. Surprised we didn't go for 2. Could have swore we should have went for 2 there because of the one possession game, you know. Right now a touchdown gives them the lead. Well, a touchdown and an extra point anyway. And yeah, our defense has definitely looked a lot better since that opening drive when we pretty much let them walk to the end zone. Coach must have had some stern words for the guys.
As they will send this one away. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks.
He is hit by a few guys.
Up to the 28-yard line.
Tucker Eprick's the one who brings him down at the end. Jawing off at each other. See, Breeze has been doing pretty good. 5 for 7, 100 yards. But they just don't have a running game. And the last couple of drives, we've been getting into the pocket to bring him down. I mean, Brock and Curtis Smithers there, right there, immediately to bring him down, basically. Trying to figure out who that second guy was.
See if he has that confidence.
Brock, is it? He just finds a way into the pocket, it seems, all the time.
It's 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Breeze.
And he has to throw that away because Juicy was getting primed to just bring him down.
And now it's 3rd.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great.
He's got time this time, but Brock is there, and that's a fumble recovered by Curtis Smithers.
And they're going to take
wow.
the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed.
Second time that's happened.
This position, no matter what. Whether it's running it in the pocket, out of the pocket.
That's a sack for Brock and a fumble recovery for Kurt.
Because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now
Drew Brees cannot be making these mistakes.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has.
We don't get great field position here, or I think we get amazing field position. Yeah, I had that backwards. I'm sorry. I mean, how many drives in a row do we get good field position, and we're only got 13 points? We got to change that here. We got to capitalize. And I throw an interception, forcing it to Steve. Man.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in
their all day in the pocket.
The ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam,
and I forced it into double coverage. That was just a terrible throw, man.
And they're gonna come away empty.
Well, I mean, it was a good throw. It was just a terrible decision.
Getting set to go again here. The Saints and Drew Brees march out there again on
offense. And we immediately turned the ball over on the very first play after forcing a great turnover there on the 15-yard line.
Always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less.
Unforgivable.
So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field.
And Juicy just smacked Mark Ingram around at the line of scrimmage.
And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, man. Curtis is having a good game, man. That's for sure. Give kudos to Brock, though. I mean, he's the one who forced that fumble.
Sat out 3 seasons. This is
and there's Juicy again tackling the running back.
That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down.
I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play.
Their running game is just non-existent at this point, and that's really we're able just to focus on the QB. You know, we don't have to bite on the play action at all. I mean, Brees couldn't have thrown that one any better. That was right where it needed to be. Hit the receiver in the chest, and somehow he doesn't come up with a reception. I feel bad for the Saints right there. I feel bad for the fake Saints, I should say. I know what you're thinking. Chef, why are you getting so into this fake football game? My dog's going to bark because Corey's here.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
I told you. What a punt by Corey. Oh, that's not Corey.
He was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't
that's
get it.
Corey.
That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And now San Diego getting set to go. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
Yeah.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back
Corey.
out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that
Wildcat formation.
That, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score.
And Dilly doesn't go anywhere with it.
Here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Well, there they went blitz defensively, Charles, and things were paved well coming from the linebacker position.
Lauren, I just smacks him around.
Well. Oftentimes, the guy who gets
this game got messy for both sides, really.
His teammates did all the dirty work, right? They ran into people on purpose. They sometimes tugged on jerseys to hold linemen to create space and gaps.
Yeah, Dylan doesn't get anywhere there either.
Well conceived, well designed.
Man, Dylan just can't break that running game open. He'll get a couple good ones, and then he'll just collapse, you know?
Back-to-back runs that were stacked up. Offensively, now you've got to think to yourself, do we change blocking assignments?
And I thought maybe if he would have beat that one guy, he might have had some yards there.
3rd down, still 14
3rd and 14, definitely a passing situation here. We got a lot of weapons, though.
They'll run it now out of the
and we run it.
Jesus,
man. 10 and 22.
3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th
That's going to be a 3 and out.
When you're not able to run the ball successfully, it really messes everything up
weird
for an offense because
play
no
choice
longer
there.
you setting the tone and dictating the game. If you do want to throw the ball, play action's kind of gone out the window because they don't respect the run. And last but not least, you don't get to dictate it all when you want to throw the football, and that really hurts you as an offense.
Time running out here on the play clock.
And here's Corey to kick the ball. And pretty decent one. The wind is fierce, I guess. And Colin Burns and Jake Dixon merit on the tackle immediately.
The New Orleans offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do
Let's see how they respond here.
Creep in and affect their play.
Over the middle, open is Thomas.
Thomas breaks a tackle, and I thought he might have been able to do something. But Troy, Sean, and gang were there to smack him around after a couple yards. Shaved my neck last night. Wanted to go with the clean neck, scruffy face look.
So they complete the pass and now
thought it'd make me more attractive. I was wrong.
Now Breeze throwing on second down.
Breeze maybe gets the first down there.
This time complete.
Gavin hit him, but he held on to it.
Well, they obviously red man covers their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take
Brock there again, hitting him.
Back inside for the
he doesn't get the tackle, or the sack, I mean, but he definitely forced that incompletion.
Bring up second down.
Well, the pressure, the hits, the sacks have been coming at him all game long. I'm frankly surprised that they haven't found a solution yet to create more time
second and 10.
Or maybe change what they do on offense.
Yeah, that's one of the biggest differences.
Devin Yoakum.
Pressure gets to Breeze as he's
that offensive line is starting to fall apart. We got 4 sacks already.
And I know it seems like we say this a lot in broadcast booths, but a quarterback can hold on to the football too long in these situations. I think he did right there.
Oh, I agree with you totally. Sometimes you have to understand situations. Get
Devin just
football, save some yardage.
He's a monster, man.
To gain for the next down. Instead, he was so hipped on ball security, he held on to it and took a big sack.
And the offense now will try
definite
to
passing situation here.
On second down.
I see an extra DB on the field now for San Diego.
Yeah, indeed. On third and long,
he's got time.
Surveying the field.
He waited too long. Tricky just wrapped him up. Sack number 5. We're not even to halftime yet, guys.
It brings up fourth down.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain.
And if he didn't get him, I think Brock was getting ready to. Hayden had 2 men getting him.
No, I just needed the
yeah, Troy, you're Superman.
So I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they?
They're going for this field goal?
15 cents.
Aha.
That's running
out
of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay.
I don't even know how long that was. I think that might have been a 60-something yarder.
Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it, and this one winds up no good.
Ran out of steam. I don't know, maybe he's thinking with that crazy wind factor, he could have did something.
They really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And
they're looking for now
yet again, the field position is in our favor.
The ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Dylan gets 10.
Right through the trash.
A nice run there, 9 yards.
9.
And it'll be second down.
You know,
I wasn't sure if he was going to get the first down or not.
When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Second down, just 1 yard to go. The play action fake. They'll look
wow.
to throw.
So much space in that pocket. Throws it to Steve, and he doesn't come up with it.
So much of his game is focus and concentration. And whenever I see guys running the in route, I know that in the back of their mind,
24 bucks.
Who's lurking inside that might put a big hit on them as they try and catch the ball.
We pitch it to Dilly, and he gets the first down.
First down yardage to the 35. Just 4 yards
12 rushes for 35 yards.
Well, partner, they might want to tear up their scouting reports a little bit here because they just built tendency. Third down, you don't ordinarily see a toss. They ran it really well and picked up the first down. I love the way the edges were sealed, which allowed him to get to the corner.
Is the man. He's got 3 broken tackles. He might run it down to the bottom of the screen. Play action. I don't think it's going to happen. He does. He gets it so hard. But he gets a 10-yard run.
That's another nice run. And I have to tell
Let's watch this again. Yeah, he jukes the first guy out, but gets flopped over. Call him Dylan Pancake Brown there.
Well, other coaches said, you know something? Until they stop him, that big boy's going to keep getting.
He literally just got flipped.
That might be the direction that they're going to go right now.
The play clock's running down. Now a play fake.
Play action, a lot of time in the pocket, nothing different there. That's to Rick for the first down.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball.
They're going to challenge that.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
I think that's a good challenge. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know if they're going to count that first foot. They do. So that's a wasted timeout on New Orleans' part. And the commentator team doesn't even acknowledge it. Oh, here it is.
And that means
Took
he
him long
lost a
enough.
timeout in that challenge.
I think Dylan gets the first down
You
there.
took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
Our
At the
offense
end of
looks
the day, it all
completely
comes
different
back to the head coach. He has
than
the
we have
final
all
determination
season.
on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Back now. As I search for my cue card here, there we go. Coming up at halftime, Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis from our first half of play.
Well read.
Oh, thank you. Back to throw now.
Time in the pocket. And just throwing that away before I get hit.
Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Did he get it?
Caught, but out of the end
No.
zone, says the field
Man,
judge. It's ruled
that would have been a hell of a touchdown
You know,
catch.
all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we
That's
don't
Corey
talk
coughing
about
in the
is when
background.
they're up in the
I know, it
air
adds so
and
much to
they
the
catch
presentation.
ball. You ever notice how they're
I thought I was
reaching
going to be
back
home
with their
alone
feet,
for
not
this.
just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that.
Jordan
And he's in.
gets the touchdown anyway.
Touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver. His third touchdown now.
Their
on the
dangerous
year.
wide
And the Chargers
receiver,
find a way to
they
stretch
say.
their lead.
Corey, you might as well say hi to the
What we
camera.
just saw there were two guys who were in
Everyone's
sync.
heard you coughing for the last 10 minutes.
But especially the person running
I don't know. There's 3 or 4 viewers.
It results in a terrific
All right.
Now
Get
the
back
try
to
here
work.
for the point
No,
after.
don't vape clouds because there's a camera. You're going to screw up. Corey, no. I'm going to punch you.
And the lead is now 13.
See ya. And we got a touchdown there. Steven Jordan getting touchdown completions today.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken about the 12. And he's up across the
And we had
25
4
and
people
down
hit
at
him
the
there.
28-yard line.
Julian, Dave Canone, a couple others. Couldn't really catch him in time.
Out onto the field comes New Orleans.
And yeah, we're don't think we're losing this game, guys. Let's Drew Brees pull something out of his hat here.
Why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, you know, there. That only helps the other team. But
our offense looks completely different this week. And I mean, I guess that's just us facing the Saints defense more than anything. He had time in the pocket. He couldn't find an open man, I guess. I mean, we also have a couple missed opportunities. You look at the touchdown that was taken away and the drop. And Fleener.
And he's brought down.
Drew Brees has looked pretty good, man. I mean, he doesn't have much time in the pocket because his offensive line is trash. But when he does get that time in the pocket, he finds his man. Fleener again.
And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down.
We got 2 comments on the video. Gotta go. All right, man. Thanks for watching, Gavin. I'll have a link up in a box score and junk. Just so you know. Coby Fleener has a couple big plays and gets injured. Funny.
Brees now on first down.
He had time. I mean, you got to get that out. If you're in the pocket for that long, I mean, we could have counted to 5. You got 5 seconds in the pocket. Get it out.
Very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Brees will try again on second down.
He gets it out this time, but throws it over everybody.
Now it's third down.
It appears that the pressure is affecting
we are 3rd and 10, definitely a passing situation. In under 2 minutes, down by 2 touchdowns. Every situation. And
the tight end Hill. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 4th
they go
down.
for it? I mean, you got 37. They might not even be in field goal range if you think about it.
It does, and the defense was
I mean, I guess they're going to think they are here. Didn't work out too well for them last time.
And I don't think this has the carry.
Yeah.
It does not. It's no
Their
good.
kicker just doesn't have the leg to kick these 55-plus yard field goals, dude. Not even the kicker's fault at this point. Why do they keep going for those?
And that gives them one more opportunity to make
It's like having a quarterback and go out to the field and say, hey, you got to make this 80-yard pass.
Now here's the
They're not going to be able to do that every time.
Ready to lead this offense again. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes so far. Your analysis.
This is one of my best games so far.
When you talk about throwing 2 touchdown passes, no one wants to see an interception.
I mean, if you add the 2 touchdowns, best game ever for me.
They're throwing 2 touchdown passes. That's why the team has
That's
an
right,
advantage.
Dylan.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense.
Pop.
It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Little pop. Little pop. Yeah, that's right. You can see down at the bottom, I did put Phillip Rivers on the Broncos. Why? Because I don't believe in fairness.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
That's to Rick, and Rick just keeps having a good day today.
Give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
Steve catches it and falls out of bounds.
Nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
If you run an out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
So the offense now dealing
We've
with
got enough time for a couple more plays. I say we get about, we try to get that first down, and if we do, take a shot or two for the end zone before kicking a field goal. That's what I would do. A lot of time in the pocket again. Was Steven bounds? No. No, he was. No shit. Good stuff. We're not going to challenge it? Alright, whatever. Don't care. To Steve again. Steve is having the best game of his career so far. I say we got enough time to get one more pass in. One shot at the end zone here. We don't get it. We kick the field goal.
And the offense still has a couple plays to go to pick up the first on 2nd down and 3.
There you go.
Back to throw again.
That's the Fribble. And did he get the first down? I know it doesn't matter, but it'll still be cool to see.
And they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
And with 10 seconds left, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and kick the field goal.
Now we are ready to resume play.
Now, to me criticizing us not getting the first down, we've gotten a lot this game. Certainly been the best display our offense has given us yet this season. 23-7.
So he's been a busy man here in this first
half.
That's
kicks
3
it.
field goals for him now. Not just 3 field goals, but
Willie
3
Snead
for 3.
takes it.
So even though this offense is
And Tucker gets another kick return tackle.
been able to come away with points.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
Yeah, I mean, they're probably just going to run it.
The final shot before half for Breeze.
Yeah, Sean, the cut might happen because it's live streaming.
It's knocked away and incomplete.
But for the most part, if it's running smooth, that's all I need. You know, that's why I haven't really given people any links thus far, but it shouldn't be too bad most of the time. You might have to refresh it once or twice. And we're at halftime.
So here we go. Let's
definitely the best game that our offense has had thus far this season.
Saints starting on their opening drive.
Yeah, I mean that will happen. It's a live stream, you know. You're trying to buffer something that I'm broadcasting from my PlayStation, so
and this long run
you know,
goes for a touchdown.
makes sense.
They go up by 6.
Here's Steve's touchdown.
After that turnover, here the defense will come up with a pick. McCray's happy to come away with the pick and end the drive.
Don't remind me. That was a bad decision. Marshall was wide open. Probably could have turned and put his head down and forced his way into the end zone.
Completed out of the gun. And he capped off the long drive with a touchdown, which takes the lead to 13. That'll do it for us here at EA Sports Studios.
It's worth noting that I only had 2 touchdowns going into the game, and I already have 2 this game. Breezy's going to take it.
15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
You missed Steve's touchdown? Well, you just got to see the replay at least.
Heading back out there now, the Saints defense. They are down on the scoreboard as we begin the second half and looking to avoid a bigger deficit.
And I could just hear the coaches now. I can hear the head coach. Guys, first 5 minutes. First series of the second half. Offense or defense, you got to set the tone.
They'll try to set
we're going to run it right out of the gun here.
And he's across the 40.
Dylan gets 7 or 8.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a
or 9, whatever. Same
Some
difference
runs
at
are
that
blocked
point.
so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space.
Run it again, and Dylan.
Really well done.
Man, he'll be brought down
16 rushes for 64 yards. He's turning this into a good game. Didn't start off that way.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding?"
Looked like Dylan was trying to truck him.
Our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Play clock winding down. They'll look to throw here on first down.
Rick is open, but we're going to go to Dilly.
One out here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver?
Early on, we saw me target Marshall Brown a lot, but he's kind of disappeared in the scheme of things. And Steve has kind of been the big target. Steve and Rick both. There's Steve again. And Steve dodges one tackle, almost dodges another, but just too many defenders.
It's a tough task to match up to him. One thing I can say,
I've been waiting for somebody to step up this way, and Steve finally has.
Who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it, because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
I hope our offense keeps us up, because we look really good right now. Yeah, we have an interception. Yeah, we blew a couple of good opportunities. But more often than not this time we come off. And yeah, you see there, Dylan, just not up to his usual standards today.
This week is last. Such a great game. We met with him. He came in, had the biggest smile on his face, so we just thought that would carry over.
Sometimes you wonder if maybe
Trevor Williams in the backfield. He had a big week last week.
Good last week. He's getting extra blocking on the perimeter from the wide receivers to get him downfield.
And there he is there, gets a couple yards.
Maybe he came into it with the idea that it's just going to be like last week, be a piece of cake. And what they're getting from the defense
3rd and 5 should be a passing situation.
It's been tough going for him.
The Saints with an extra defensive back.
Curtis Eprick in the backfield.
Could they blitz?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Time in the pocket, and that's to Eprick. Does he get the first down? It's close. 4th and inches.
It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast,
I go for it if it's me playing, but I'm not playing, so we're going to kick it.
You're either throwing a touchdown or a check.
Look at the ball's over the line. How did we not get a first down there? I think he should have challenged that. Whatever, 3 points.
Yeah, being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
A kicker you can count on. Can we make a t-shirt for Damien that just says Damian Johnson, and then underneath it, it just has in smaller letters, a kicker you can count on. I think that'd be a great present for Damien.
Turns to the Saints offense, getting ready for their first possession of the second.
And here we go.
They trail offense, first time to touch
Drew Brees hasn't been able to make much noise since that first drive of the game.
To see what they have planned, because some teams script
5 rushing yards.
Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequences.
Our defense
these things work well for
brutal.
us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play.
I mean, he should have. He stopped there for a second. Had he kept going the entire time, he probably would have had 10 yards or so. Instead, he only gets 5.
So 2nd and medium, 2nd and 5 now.
Either way, he just doubled what the rest of the running attack had. So good for Drew Brees. And he's, yeah, 8 rushes for 3 yards from Mark Ingram.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
A lot of bodies down at the bottom half of the screen.
Expecting pass.
And he gets it to Cooks. Nice play. John Pribble there on the tackle.
7 yards on the 3rd down conversion. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient.
You bet he does.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
Had to leave a comment on my status. Sean keeps leaving some comments. Brandon Cooks again.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. They give him 15.
Drew Brees has not given up.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. Nice.
What did I change it from? What did I saying? A kicker we can trust in?
Now for the offensive group.
Is that what I said at first? Was a kicker we can trust in?
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line.
Don't worry about it, Sean. You don't need to come on here. Like, I can see everything here.
There's still time to come back and win the football game. If I'm the offensive coordinator, though, I've got to think about moving at a faster pace and maybe opening things up a little bit and throwing it a little bit more.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Oftentimes, when you're not winning at the point of attack for an offensive line, maybe they're getting out physical. Spread things out.
I love it so much.
Make it more of a one-on-one blocking scheme. Then you don't
Sorry,
have to
Sean and I are talking on my status that had the link of the game on there. We're talking about Damien's catchphrase, and Troy Vacek gets another sack. Man, I wasn't even paying attention at all in that drive. All I know is that it ended up pretty good. But yeah, we're talking about the slogan I came up, the T-shirt idea that I was having for Damien. I messed it up. I said the wrong thing on my status.
Here's Thomas Morstead now.
I said a kicker you could trust in instead of a kicker you could count on.
And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this
what was that? Oh, it's a good punt, really, if you think about it.
And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player.
Let's see if we can drive down the field 90 yards, shall we?
And it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense.
I think there's going to be a running play at the top of the screen.
But he's found a way so far here in the
Called it.
half.
Dilly. I don't know how he stayed on his feet, but he did, and he gets 10 yards.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
245 yards. We've got a quarter and a half of football left.
And it's incomplete. Now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So
Dylan gets hit hard there.
Keep moving it, keep
and he trips forward to get 2 yards, basically.
There, 2nd and 8.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Assuming another running play here.
Now a handoff here to his running back.
Dylan,
and he's brought down.
I mean, it started off as not a good game, but suddenly he's having a great game.
Now we're seeing an offense that's imposed its will on a defense. When we talk about that all the time, what does it really mean? It means that the guys on the offensive line, they feel like they can do whatever they want. They're in the huddle saying, run it again. Give us another chance to smack someone and create some space. On the defensive side of the ball, not only have they imposed their will against you, you're almost powerless to figure out what you're doing there, but you got to keep your
spirit up. The Broncos putting it to the Tampa Bay Bucks down there at the bottom. I'm playing week 4 as week 4 just happened in real life over the weekend.
Get this only up to about the 35.
So
a gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's interesting, I think.
About defense in terms of levels. First level defensive
the Rams
line,
beat the Cardinals in real life.
Third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
And he'll give it here to his running back.
Trevor. The running game, man, it is brutal right now.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
And a new set of
downs here after Dylan just keeps going, dude. He'll dodge 4 tackles, break 3, and somehow get 10 yards.
They'll give it to him right up the gut.
And yeah, that time I think it was a holding call on 47. No, that was on Dakota. His second penalty of the game.
This time it goes against the offense for holding. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play.
Man, we cannot keep doing that.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
Another interception.
It's intercepted.
Man.
And it's picked off. And
that was just a good play, though. That wasn't a bad decision. That was just, he jumped super high. He jumped over Rick, really.
Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Good play, man. I threw it just a little too high, and he capitalized.
New Orleans. And with this deficit, you can't have too many.
Yeah, that was a heck of a play, dude.
Where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist.
I don't know why they keep running. I mean, they got a couple yards there, but
so you've got to go out and create some.
I mean, Colton gets another tackle.
And give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
If they can score on this drive, they can get back into this game.
There's got to be casualties at times.
They'd only be down a touchdown, 2 touchdowns from there, you know, to get the lead.
Again, they'll run with Ingram. And some good tackling.
You've seen crazier things than a team getting 2 touchdowns in the quarter.
Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a
So Juicy with 4 tackles.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time.
And that's the end of the third quarter.
You still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
It's looking like we're going to go to 4-0.
San Diego. It's the Saints who hold the football.
You know, the Saints scored first this game on the first drive of the game. And since we have scored 26 unanswered points. Breeze had time in the pocket.
And he locates Josh Hill complete. It's a
there you go. Breeze hasn't been the reason why we're losing, that's for sure. He hasn't had any time in the pocket, but when he does, he makes some noise.
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it.
That's Willie Snead again. He's been a big target for him. And Snead, Cooks, and it was Kobe Fleener until he went down with an injury.
Second down now after the pass completion. Now Breeze throwing on second down.
Throws that one away.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here.
3rd and 5.
And now it's 3rd. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, it's Breeze. And
Hill. That's a touchdown. They're not out of this.
Josh Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Saints get a bit closer. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And yeah, they're only 12 points down.
And this will be
a couple of possessions.
Over the end line.
We really need to score here and just try to get some distance. Dylan's got 5 broken tackles today.
Any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no? You just
Dylan got a yard.
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again.
Dylan looking for his 3rd straight game with 100 rushing yards.
Too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see
he gets
how
it.
They attack him here. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And in this situation with the lead, 4th
3rd and short,
they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football.
Give
but
it to
the
Dilly.
defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take.
And Dylan gets another few yards there, man.
Offensive line.
He gets 7 out of it, and he also gets a first.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
Remember when they showed that little graph on the screen that was showing that he only had like 3.8 rushing yards per carry? He's turned that into almost 5 yards per carry.
Play clock winding down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he
gets 3 there.
About the 43 that time. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job.
Trevor Williams in the backfield now.
Allowed him to run free and make the hit on the runner.
He filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain.
End around run. Yes.
Run for their wideout. And he'll lose
and Jordan doesn't go anywhere with it.
The 41. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
8 targets for Rick.
We go down. Extra defensive back in there.
And this is a passing situation.
Time running out here on the play clock.
Play action. A lot of time in the pocket. Way down the field. And Rick catches it. What? No way.
46 yards.
Give it to me.
He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead. Confident to throw the pass. And
6 receptions for 99 yards. Look at that gun, baby.
There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the
Pribble's even further down the field. Either one of those guys, man.
Him throw it because they feel that confident in what he's getting done.
I think that's probably the play of the game.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Dilly gets 9.
Inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 8 yards on the pickup.
Yeah, man. I thought he had a touchdown when he caught it. If he didn't trip up. I thought Dylan might have had a touchdown there when he broke that tackle. I thought he was going to stay on his feet. And then he just kind of fell.
Why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down. Have to stop them. Have to get.
Yeah, we needed a score here, so.
8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Trevor gets the first down at least.
Get it down to the 2-yard line. They give them 2 yards there.
And that gives us 3 shots to get a touchdown.
More ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it.
Trevor's been quality. I mean, he doesn't get a lot of handouts because Dylan dominates the ball. But when he comes out, he hasn't been bad. Same thing with Kurt. You know, they have a limited sample because Dylan dominates so many of us. Did he stay in? Please tell me he stayed in, because that was a hell of a catch.
Dangerous wide receiver. His 2nd touchdown on the season.
Give it to him, please. Nobody's challenging it.
Sometimes when I see these types of plays executed, I think of basketball. Guys boxing other guys.
I don't know if he was in bounds, though.
And he got the rebound right there, but the defense was really placed well.
I don't think he was in bounds.
That's what's really tough for a defender. When you're in the right spot, you're draped on the
yeah, he definitely wasn't.
Yet he still comes down with it.
And there's going to be a
yeah, here comes the review.
Wants to take another look at this potential touchdown.
That was a hell of an effort, but he just couldn't get that right foot in bounds. And if they don't overturn that, there's something broken with this game. Yeah, no surprise there. Hell of an effort, man.
So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be.
They're going to try it again, and nah, not that time. And this is this is where Austin Van Gordon is our specialist. You know, he's a tall target with good hands, can jump in the air, and we're missing him right now. This is where he shines.
I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
They'll give it to him right up the gut.
Dylan doesn't go anywhere with that. We're going to have to kick a field goal.
So a big stop, but it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back.
That's a heartbreaking feeling, man. You get that close to the end zone, and you just can't get it in.
And his kick is
I mean,
good.
when you got Damian.
15-point advantage. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
5 field goals for Damian this game. That's 15 points.
But you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Here's Cooks on the return. A beautiful fake.
Wow.
And he'll take it up
Colin and Dave Canone broke him.
to the 26-yard line.
Yeah, man, I don't know if we should have ran it with that last one. I think they were just, they didn't want to give him the ball.
And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charlie.
You win some, you lose some.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the
He gets hit by
Juicy
and Talon as soon as he catches it.
Now in effect, they know how to attack and what plays they want to put together.
We've only allowed 17 rushing yards. And at this point of the game, they're not going to try to rush it anymore. I don't think they should have from the start. The fact that I think, what's his face? Ingram has like 11 carries for like 8 yards or something stupid like that. He's got time. And he hits Cooks. They're not out of this game, man.
Quite the uptick here.
It's not likely, but it's not impossible.
I guess if you're a coordinator with how much you base your offense around a guy like this, do you say this week we're going to get him involved early? We have to.
No doubt about it. You know, a lot of guys script their plays to start out. I think in their script, the first
false start on 64.
4 of them were right to him. Get him the football, get him involved early. That'll help the overall offense.
Dreef.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And it's caught, the tight end Hill.
Jordan Hill's been having a pretty good second half.
33-yard line here. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the
and
play.
That should have been Colby Fleener on these routes, but can't complain with how Hill's been doing for him.
Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
They're marching.
Isn't it? Really
Drew
nice
Brees is damn sure he's going to get back into this football game.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws.
They have all 3 of their timeouts. They got the 2-minute warning. They score in the next couple of plays. False start, that could be a drive killer, honestly. They cannot settle for 3. If they only get 3, I'll be happy. Because that pretty much ensures that we're going to win this football game.
Again, they'll throw with Breeze. Caught by Snead.
Why make that? Why make that
pass? On this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15.
I guess if you're just trying to pick up some yards.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call,
when time is not your friend here. You got 3.5 minutes now because he just. Man, he can't do that. You can't do that, Drew Brees.
Breeze hands to Ingram, and he'll push his way up to about the 14.
Yeah, you see, 13 rushing attempts, 11 yards. Why do they keep going back to him?
By the defense swarming to the football, and you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them.
Their passing game is doing just fine.
So what's an offensive coordinator to do?
And they do it again.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up
like, do they learn? Are they incapable of learning?
They're going for it.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick hitting plays.
And they drop it, and we get the ball. That's basically game over.
Abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession.
That's kind of an unfair breakdown, side-by-side breakdown.
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because
it's a false start on 76.
But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well,
that's John Willie.
You get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Yeah, Dillon doesn't get anywhere.
A few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Paul Kruger there to bring him down.
And 2-minute warning.
We'll come back and see this one out after this.
This game's essentially over. them getting 2 touchdowns in 2 minutes. It's possible, but man.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
I mean, how do you not give Damian Johnson props, though? 5 for 5 on field goal attempts today? That's big time, man.
They'll run it now out of the gun.
Dillon
and for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. So 3rd and 15.
Here we are, minute 57 left.
Flooding the passing lanes.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Still on his feet. And
he's still not down. There he goes.
Yeah, the Saints signal for another timeout.
Dillon just doesn't go down.
Second, so one more chance to stop the clock here.
All right.
And we'll be back.
We're going to punt it. If you're the Saints,
so the defense
it's
had a
basically
chance to catch
over at this
their breath,
point.
And now they're back out and ready.
Collins hits him as soon as he catches it.
Over here on the punt. And the
if you're the Saints, you got to try to go for like a 50-yard pass here down the field. Like that's your only hope at this point. Just Hail Marys. You can't try to drive it down the field. You got to try to get that one shot so you can get the ball back.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence.
I mean, Drew Brees is being his own worst enemy here.
Make them do it again.
And the offense moving quickly to the line.
We only need about a minute to win the game.
And he
Throws
just
that
gets
one away.
rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
You think about it. They got 1 timeout
so
left.
Still at the original line of scrimmage here.
So,
2nd down and 10.
Yeah. You could literally just end the game. The game's already over, basically.
Breeze again
unless they get the onside kick.
And he comes back with one complete. Call it a pickup of 7.
But I mean, they got to score if they want to even have a shot.
Now they're in the hurry up. Breeze going to try and throw on 3rd down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a really nice 15-yard
man.
pickup.
Breeze is he's looking great.
All the yards, completions, just another play that's a feather in the cap of the great career of Drew Brees.
And wasn't he supposed to be too small to be an effective quarterback in the NFL?
Yeah, how'd that work out?
Yeah, well, his footwork,
I'm scared, man.
Really sets him apart. Remember, he was a junior tennis champion. Beat Andy Roddick, the future U.S. Open champion, back when they were in the juniors. I think that footwork really helps him.
I forgot about the possibility of an onside kick when I was talking about it being over. And I mean,
for a late touchdown. So hold everything here.
Give it an onside kick now. If they get that, they have a timeout in 38 seconds, and they have Drew Brees at quarterback. It's not a sure thing.
They need them to get the ball back.
Yeah, part 1 of the equation done. Now
yeah, 2 minutes and under, our defense really starts to fold, man.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still
but
just
I mean,
need to go for 1
you look at
here.
the quarterbacks you've been facing: Andrew Luck, Drew Brees. They've been going up against some pretty good quarterbacks.
That will get them back within 1 score.
And here we go. It's all down to this onside kick. If we get it, it's game over. If they get it, anything can happen.
So with just under 40 seconds to go, you figure this is going to need to bounce their way if they have any shot. And this is going to be taken in by the Chargers.
He just kicks it right at Steve. It's over, baby.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time,
yeah, we're just going to go ahead and kneel it.
They do actually recover the ball, which is what
and that's game. Here. They're going to call one timeout. We're going to go ahead and kneel it one more time. But offensive MVP, who do you give that to, man? I mean, Dilly was strong, Rick was strong, but neither one of them had touchdowns. Jordan Pribble had a touchdown. Steve Lunan had a touchdown. I think you got to give it to Steve Lunan just because he was effective and he had a touchdown. You know, he made that 44-yard touchdown a possibility with his legs. You know, that was all him. On defense, I mean, Troy had a couple of sacks. You could argue he deserves it. Nobody in the secondary really made any big plays. And really, they let the passing offense for the Saints run all over them. Curtis Smithers recovered a fumble. Brock hit the quarterback a lot, stuffed the run. Any of those guys are deserving, but I think statistically you got to go with Tricky Troy. And the overall player of the game was Dr. Damian Johnson, who scored 15 points with just his leg alone. That's what you call a strong leg. But, I mean, yeah, it was a good game. Man, that was a nail-biter right up to the end there, and it shouldn't have been. But, yeah. So, if you liked the video, like, favorite, subscribe, do your thing. Hopefully there will be a new video, maybe tomorrow, maybe later than that. Hopefully tomorrow. We'll see what I'm doing tomorrow. Yeah, comment, let me know. Talk to me on Facebook. Thanks for watching, guys. See you later.